Hello everyone, it's Natalie here with Crafting a Plan. I'm here to share with you some answers to some of the questions that you have asked and how I got started planning and my story of planning, as well as some of my favorites. So just forewarning, I am here, it's night. I've had some problems with filming tonight, but I want to post this video for you guys tomorrow, which is Friday morning. So I apologize if my dog reacts to the neighbors by barking or growling like he's doing right now. And my nephew is in his room, so he may be loud also. Just to get started, as far as how I started planning, I have been a planner. I think I've mentioned this in a video before, ever since I can remember. I've always been in love with office supplies. I've always been very into planners, but I just never could find a planner that I really enjoyed. And so towards the end of 2014, my friend showed me her Erin Condren planner and said that she really liked it and she was going to be ordering a new one. And I decided to order one for myself. It was kind of pricey, but I figured if it's something that I'm really going to like and actually use, then it would be worth it. So here's my very first Erin Condren planner, and it is, as I mentioned, from 2015. So when I was doing this planner, it was very basic, and it was one of the morning, day, night vertical planners. I did meal plans, workouts, all of that kind of stuff and in here, and I really liked it. I really did. I used it a lot. As you can see, I was pretty consistent with it. I used some Post-it notes, but I didn't really do anything with stickers. I didn't do like decorative kind of planning. Unfortunately, I didn't know such a thing existed. Other than Erin Condren had stickers at the back of each of her planners. I've cut them out of all my planners, but she had those in the back. So I used those kind of stickers. And anyway, so I really liked it, and I liked it enough that the next year I decided it was worth it for me again to get another one. This time though, in 2016, which was last year, I decided to get a horizontal planner. So in January, I didn't really use stickers that much. Again, just the ones that kind of came with the planner. I would use those a little bit. And then in February is when I really found the decorative planning, and I found it on Instagram just by, I think, doing some hashtags maybe. I honestly cannot remember how I stumbled upon it, but I am so glad that I did. So I did a little bit of combination of stickers and washi, and this was all from Erin Condren. I ordered one of her sticker books, and I realized it was like a thing. And I stuck things in here. I started tracking my water and my workouts, and I really liked it. And then as the time went on, my style changed, as you can see, and then it started to get to this point where it was like this, where I would decorate with washi and then use the functional stickers with a little bit of decorative stickers as well. And then I started, Jen Plans is someone I have followed pretty much from the beginning. I think pretty much everyone in the planning community knows about her, but if you don't, I will make sure to link her below as far as her YouTube channel as well as her Instagram. But she did the weather, so that's when I started doing the weather, and I do it. I don't have any kids. I know she's mentioned she does it to be able to see what she needs to do with her kids for their clothes and to kind of plan what they're going to do for the day. For me, it really is just so I can plan for what I'm going to do for the day if I'm going to want to work out outside or whatever, then I want to be able to do that. So then as the time went on, I continued to do pretty much this spread. And then towards the end of the year, I decided to order another Erin Condren planner for 2017. This is my planner. It is a life planner. It is gorgeous. I got the rose gold coil. I love the cover and the back. It really is just gorgeous. But I went through and decorated like way in advance, the same way I had been, which is still a really cute way to decorate. I mean, if you want an idea of how to decorate a horizontal and you like this, do it, because I still think it's really cute. It's just not what I decided really works for me after experimenting a little bit. And what happened is in October, I think it was, I went to the Pinners Conference here in Salt Lake, and I bought a happy planner, a big happy planner for my work. And it was a vertical planner, and it didn't have the morning, day, and evening like my Erin Condren vertical one did. So I kind of saw a different way to do a vertical planner, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I like this more. And then I had decorated so far in advance, and so I decided to not use this one. Unfortunately, it's gorgeous, so I'm still trying to think of a way to use this. If anyone has an idea, let me know. And instead I bought a happy planner, and I bought a classic size happy planner. If you've seen my earlier this year, my videos that I posted with the Plan With Me's, I had that one, but then it got wet. And so now I am in a big happy planner for just my catch-all kind of happy planner, or catch-all planner. And as you can see, my style has completely changed from what it was. First of all, it's vertical, and then I do have hourly sections. I debated for quite a while about getting an hourly planner from Erin Condren, like Jen Plans uses, but I really like the disc system, and ring systems are the same way, that you can really just add anything in as you go. I mean, I could add notebook paper in here. I have a happy planner punch, so I can punch anything I want and add it. So I really like that. And then I also really like being able to just do the hourly when I want it. So I don't necessarily need an hourly schedule while I'm at work. I don't need an hourly schedule every day of the week. And on the weekends, when I do have more time, I'm not at work, I normally do an insert, which is another thing that made me love the happy planner. Is when I was using my classic size happy planner, I did an insert with an hourly daily insert every day. And I really liked that. It gave me something to decorate every night. I really liked it. But then when I switched over to this, I didn't really need a big hourly, and I didn't need it every day. So that's when I started doing this hourly section. So I think part of the reason why I went ahead and decorated so far in advance in my Erin Condren is because part of the reason why I plan, especially decorative plan, is it really is a stress reliever for me. I love decorating. I've always wanted to get into scrapbooking, but I just never could. It seemed really expensive to me because I had to buy the paper, and I also felt like I didn't do anything worth scrapbooking, which I know is a comment I get a lot from people, is like, well, what if I'm not busy enough to plan? Well, then scrapbook. I mean, even if it's something simple, document what you're doing. But anyway, I'll talk about that in a little bit. So that's part of the reason why I decorated so far in advance is in the last few years, have gone through a divorce, and it was really rough. I was depressed a lot of the time. I was lonely. I didn't really have a hobby that I was doing. I was going to school. I hate school, so definitely not the best way to distract myself. But this decorative planning really was a good distraction for me. So that's why every night I would come home, pull out my washi, pull out my stickers, and I would just decorate like weeks in advance, obviously. So that's why I started and how I started. And my friend that started me on Erin Condren has an Instagram now, so I will link her below as well. It's Generating Plans. Her name is Jenica, or Jen. And she does super cute spreads as well. And she has happy planners now, though. I converted her over to happy planners. But I think happy planner and Erin Condren are both, I think, very similar, other than just the way that the discs and the coil are different. They're both really great options, and other than the Erin Condren having an hourly, they're pretty similar, and you can find something similar in either one. So I think they're both really great. So anyway, that's how I got started and why I started. Then going back to the comment of what if I have nothing to plan, I've gotten that quite a few times. So there's definitely some days where I don't have a lot going on, but I feel like for me, I do better when I am being productive in a way that I feel is productive, at least. I know there's plenty of people who can go home from work and do nothing all night and feel great about it, and that is perfect. But I don't feel like I can do that. When I do that, when I come home and just watch TV all night or go to bed early, I feel very depressed and very unproductive, and it just kind of spirals me into a bad place. So I like to be productive. So that's why I plan out everything. I mean, even at like my dinner, going to the gym, filming these videos, walking my dog, spending time with my family, going to the store, whatever it is, dropping things off at a donation center, whatever it is, I put it in my planner. I plan for it so I can make sure to get it done. Things change, things come up, crap happens, but for the most part, I plan and try to stick to it as much as possible. But I do that knowing that things may have to change. I may have to be flexible. And if it doesn't stick exactly to plan, it's not going to be the end of the world. So this is my mini planner. And it is by the Happy Planner. And this has kind of changed over the months since it started. It started in January of this year. And at first, what my plan was to use it as a gratitude planner or gratitude journal and just write one thought each day that I am grateful for. And that lasted a little while. I did not do it every day. I did for a couple weeks, and then as you can see, it kind of was not so much. I forgot to do it. I didn't have time. I felt like a lot of pressure to try and think of something. And so then in February, I switched over to having it kind of as just an on-the-go planner. So I would write in here, I would write my hourly plan sometimes just like I would do in my classic size. And then I would do like errands that I needed to run. And at first I did it in 2 columns. So it was more like my vertical planner that I had. And then eventually, and I really liked that, but I felt like I was putting the same thing in 2 planners. And to me, that just, I eventually neglected one or the other. So as time went on more and March came around, I started not doing it where it was more like a vertical planner. I just did it as a horizontal planner. As you can see, like, I didn't put as much stuff in there. I was not putting a lot because I felt like I was just duplicating stuff, and it wasn't really, I don't know, I didn't feel like it was really doing anything. Then I went and looked back through one of my Erin Condren planners where I just kind of noted like everything that I did. I mean, even if it was anything that had to do with health concerns, if it was that, I can't even think of anything, things that happened at work, I would just write it down. And I was thinking it was really fun for me to go back and look at that and see that I had done that. So then I started to think, instead of like a gratitude journal where I have to write something that I'm grateful for each day, what if I just wrote what happened each day instead of pre-planning writing what happened? So that's what I did starting in April. So it started out kind of as still lists of things that I got done, but then I put my goals in here each week as well. Then it started to change more into just documenting. So this was the first week where I full on did that. So as you can see, like, it was a downpour. This is my nephew's first football game that he played in, or I think that was his second. But anyway, emails that I did back and forth, if I went to my sister's house, when I've started books, when I finished books, if I get happy mail, things like that. This is a page that I gave my niece to color on when we were trying to distract her. I stuck that in there. And so that is what this has become. And I love it. I already love being able to look back at even just a couple weeks ago. I love being able to write and just realizing how many things happened during the day without even me thinking about it. So that's one thing you can do. If you don't feel like there's anything you can do to plan it ahead, but you really want a planner, then maybe you try that. But don't plan just because you want to plan and you want to seem like an organized person, because if it stresses you out to plan, then that's the opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. And planning is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be relieving stress and making you feel more in control, not out of control. So don't, just do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. So if you are new to planning and you want to get started and you want to see a lot of different styles, I showed you a few different styles that I do. Another great way is to look up hashtags on Instagram. So there is a before the pin and after the pin and a midweek spread where you can see in all different stages people's planners. And then the Me and My Big Ideas design team is another great way to find people to follow that you can see their ideas. I'll put a link below of when they announced who their design team was, and that's how I found all of them to follow. And some of them do have YouTube channels as well, so you can check out their YouTube channels. And then also just searching on YouTube, Plan With Me videos, and if you have a specific planner already in mind or that you've already bought, you can put like Happy Planner, Plan With Me, Erin Condren Planner, Plan With Me, whatever it is that you want to use, and you will find plenty of videos, I promise. But some of the hashtags that the MAMBI design team came up with are Mini Mania Monday. So that would be anything that has to do with the Mini Happy Planner, because this is a newer release. They did that to be able to just show off your mini once a week. And then Fun Corner Friday is just a fun end of the week hashtag to be able to show off a cute corner that you've done in your planner. And then MAMBI Quote of the Week, because MAMBI has a lot of quotes and that is one way to show it. So if you don't have an Instagram, that is one thing I would recommend. If you already have an Instagram but don't want it linked to your personal account, you can always start your own your own planner Instagram. That is what I did, because at first I was following a lot of planner Instagrams with just my personal account, but then I was kind of losing sight of my friends and family within all of the planner stuff. So that's why I decided to do a separate planner Instagram, and then I started sharing my own ideas, and I've actually gained a lot of friends from it that I really did not think that would happen, and I love it. I love the planner community. I think everyone is very welcoming and they are so kind and so open to new ideas and new people, and I feel like it's a great sense of community. So one thing I would though, what I did, I don't want to say I recommend it necessarily, because if you don't want to do this, and that's fine. But I personally don't follow a ton of Instagram accounts just because I don't want my feed to get cluttered. I really do want to use it as inspiration as I'm going through, and I want to be able to, the accounts I follow I really do care about, so I want to be able to see everything they post. And if I'm following hundreds of accounts, I can't see everything. There's no way I can catch up on that. I don't have time to sit and stare at Instagram all day long. So I personally only follow a few accounts. I don't follow a ton of Etsy shops just because that makes me want to spend money. So a lot of them will have discount codes if you find them on Instagram, and then if you look through the hashtags, that's another great way to be able to find Instagram accounts. So then the other thing that I see a lot of in the planner community is functional planning versus decorative planning. So I myself think I am more of a functional planner than a decorative planner, but not total functional. I do still use decorative. So, I mean, this is an example of what I'm talking about. So it's functional as in I have a meal plan over here, I have my hourly breakdown, I have what TV shows I want to watch, but then I still have some quotes, I still have just like the weekend sticker, but I also have my goals down here, but I have washi, and that washi has no purpose other than being decorative. There wasn't anything going on those 3 days that I needed to block out. And then this is another week that's kind of both. This was the week before Easter, so this is decorative, but then it still has functional. I also still put the weather, like I was showing in my Erin Condren. I put the weather up at the top with the high and the low. And even now, I mean, I think I was putting the weather just at the top wherever I could find it, put it, but I was noticing that I kept on forgetting and I would put something in the way. And so then that's why this week I really wanted to use this washi. Sorry about my nephew. I really wanted to use this washi, and so I put that and then figured out how to put the highs and lows on top of it. And so now that has become part of what I have done each week since. This week it's up higher because I wrote the wrong dates, so I wanted to cover it with washi. And that's the other part I love about decorative planning is if you make a mistake or plans change, you can still make it look cute, but yet it's functional. So that is my way. So where in comparison, like Jen Plans or another YouTube and Instagram account that I follow is My Favorite Daughter Emily. They both do much more functional planning, where they both have hourly Erin Condren planners, and most, if not all, of the stickers they use have a function to them, whether it's blocking out time or days or just putting a visual reminder next to a reminder. Most of theirs is functional. But then there are the ones that are the no white space, where it's just solid stickers, which that can also be functional. A lot of times it's a to-do list and appointments and maybe a quote at the bottom. But I have to have some white space. I have to have it kind of simple. Otherwise my brain gets overwhelmed. But some people make them look really cute and they can make it functional and it works for them. And again, that's what I keep saying, make it work for you. So that is my take on functional versus decorative. And then the other thing that of course I think every planner person uses is washi tape and stickers. What I would recommend is don't go crazy at first until you decide what kind you want. So there are tons of different sticker shops on Etsy. Some of my favorite include Lavish Paper Company. I think that's my pretty much #1 favorite. I love Rebecca. She is so sweet. I love all of her stickers. I've gotten amazing customer service from her, and I really just love the type of stickers she has. She has very functional stickers. And It's Planning Time is another one that I really love. She does $5 Fridays. Those are pretty much what I used to get every week for quite a while. That's one of those sticker shops that if you follow her on Instagram, she'll get you because her spreads are so cute, and every Friday she has some for $5. So I really like that one as well. And then just recently, I did, in my little disc crack, I did my May. I've bought weekly kits before. I don't buy them a ton, but I have bought them before, but I've never bought a monthly kit. And so I decided to get one because this is my birth month, so I wanted it to be kind of special. And then right now I'm using a calendar extension pack because this planner doesn't start till July. So there was nothing to start with on the page. So it looked like this compared to this. So there's still plenty of room to decorate on something like this, but it has the numbers and everything on it already. So since I didn't have that, I decided to get a monthly kit, and I got it from Lily and Miko Designs. And I love it. I really love how it turned out. I can't remember, a lot of the sticker shops will say like, if you're getting an Erin Condren or a Happy Planner, vertical versus horizontal. I can't remember if it had you pick. I know it wasn't meant for a big sized Happy Planner, so that's why it actually says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday down here. It's meant to completely cover the page, and then these are meant to cover all of the blank boxes. But since that size didn't work with me, it came with these pieces already. And so that's why I just covered up the days of the week and put it up a little bit higher. And I think it turned out great. I really like how this whole month looks. And I would say I will probably get one for June to be able to do another monthly kit like that. And then one other, this was just a random thought I had. One other thing that I like about the, Happy Planner is they have these currently pages, and each planner, the currently page looks different, but it has about the same type of information to put in. It has a place for birthdays, important dates, and then normally some kind of goals, or this one is the top 3 and then something to remember. And I really like to decorate those. The previous planners I've had don't even look this decorated, so that's when I decorate them. So I'll show you what I did for April. Maybe. So it has what you're currently doing, so reading, planning, watching, all of that, and then the monthly goal. And I've just kind of made it my own. I have a video of how I filled out that currently page, as well as the currently page in my mini happy planner, so you can check that out if you want to. But anyway, I got sidetracked there. So that's the kind of Etsy stickers I get. Erin Condren has sticker books that I've used that are really nice stickers, and then the Happy Planner has a lot of sticker books. They have a lot of sticker books, and I have a lot of them. I took some of mine apart and put them in sticker storage books, and I'll be posting a video actually this next week on how I have this organized. But I took a lot of them apart and put them in there if they didn't have a specific type of sticker book. And what I mean by type of sticker book is, like, this one is called The Color Story, and it has a theme that it sticks with and has all of those type of stickers. So it has decorative stickers, it has weekend stickers, to-dos, functional stickers, little icon stickers, checklists, and then it goes to the next color scheme. I've used all of that color scheme pretty much. And then it does that. So since it's already kind of organized in a certain way, I didn't take apart these books, but these books, you can get them on Me and My Big Ideas website, which I will link below. And you can also get them at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, and all of them always have coupons. So you can get a lot of stickers for a really good price. And I feel like these type of books are good if you want to just grab one of these and maybe a tube of washi to get started and kind of experiment with how you want your spread to look. It's a great way to get started for not a lot of money. Same with the Happy Planners themselves. They're at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Joann's, and they're either always on sale or you can use a coupon on them. So you can get them for a really good deal. And then if you decide that you don't want to use it after all, you're not out too much money. So that's what my take is on washi and stickers, and those are some of my favorites. Something also that I want to say about what I was showing you where I like decorated way in advance. Instead of doing that, what I've done now is just bought more planners. So I have a home and budget planner. I have a journaling planner, which I just actually barely bought for $3.99 at Michael's. It was a steal of a deal. It's undated, so it really was a great deal. Then I have my regular catch-all planner and my mini happy planner, plus a work planner. So, oh, and a memory planner. So the memory planner is a great way to be able to, I have a Polaroid zip printer, and it prints pictures, and they fit perfectly in the happy planner. So here is an example. This is a picture of my niece when I was babysitting her. I've been horrible at memory planning lately. I really need to do some. Like this was from March 7th, and I still haven't stuck it in my memory planner. But anyway, it prints it the perfect size to fit in a square of the big happy planner. So like that. And then you can use stickers to decorate around it. And then the picture itself is a sticker. So you just peel off the back and stick it right where you want it. And it doesn't take any ink. It's crazy. It just is the picture that it prints on. And you can get these refills for it on Amazon. I'll put a link to the printer down below because that is one of my favorite things to do instead of decorating way in advance, because my style will most likely change. And then if I want to pre-plan, if I don't want to put anything in pen or decorate anything a certain way, then I use sticky notes. So both Erin Condren and the Happy Planner have a lot of sticky notes, plus Michael's, and all those places have a ton of different cute, very cute decorative sticky notes. And so I just put together this little notebook. It is a dashboard from the Happy Planner on the front and the back. And then I have half sheets of paper in it that I take notes on. And then I have all my sticky notes. But what's nice is you can take these sticky notes if you want and take them off these rings and put them directly in your planner. And then I also have, they have sticky notes that are meant for the mini planner as well. So that's a really good way to pre-plan, or if you want to jot some things down without putting it in pen in your planner quite yet, or just to decorate your planner. I've done spreads where I just use sticky notes. So that's a great way to pre-plan as well. And then I always pre-plan my week on a piece of paper. So like I always track all the jazz games and what TV shows I want to watch, and then if I have things going on during the week, and then the weather. So I do that, especially if I'm going to be filming a plan with me, so I don't have to constantly be checking my phone for those kinds of things. But also just if I have time during the day when I know I'm going to plan that weekend or whatever, I just jot down everything I know I want to put when I'm thinking about it, and then I can just refer to this and look at my planner. So those are the different ways I pre-plan. And then also, just to kind of make it a little less overwhelming, you can break it up. So I plan out I don't plan, I decorate my whole week normally on the weekend, which normally ends up being Saturday or Sunday. I will decorate the whole week, and then I will put in things that I know are, so I'll do my hourly lines. And then I'll put in things that I know are coming up, obviously like TV shows, and if there's jazz games or baseball games, I'll put that in there. And then I actually look at the next day and plan that. So on Sunday night, I'm planning Monday. On Monday night, I'm planning Tuesday, especially on the nights before a day when I have an hourly column, to really look at what I'm doing. And then as far as weather goes, I do Monday through Wednesday on Sunday night, and then Thursday through Sunday on Wednesday night, just because it can change so much. So if you're feeling really overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I have to plan my whole month ahead of time, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, or even I have to know every single little thing I'm going to do when I sit down on Sunday to decorate my planner, you can make it work without having to do that. That's why I do kind of a spread over the whole week and then add things as I need to. So that kind of helps it be a little less overwhelming. So that is pretty much all of my advice, and those are kind of answering the questions that I have had. A few people have asked some of my favorite tools that I use. Everything I've shown you is basically a tool that I use that's my favorite. Sticky notes, these half sheets I use all the time. I love having the snap cover on my Big Happy Planner. I love all the different discs that you can get. I love how customizable the Happy Planner is. And then as far as pins, most of the time I use Papermate Flare pins, and I have this package that have all pretty basic colors that I use a lot. And then I've bought some of the other packages of them as well. And then I use these Statler fine liner pins quite a bit, and I like those if I'm trying to write kind of in a thinner space. And then as far as a pin, I like the Pilot G2. This is a really thick one that I like. It is the 1.0 thickness, but I also do like the 0.7. And then I also really like the Papermate Ink Joy pins. So I'll put an Amazon link or something like that down below to each of those. And eventually I'll be doing a pen testing of all my favorite pins, so I can show you then as well. I love these. These are called T-pins. These ones are from Mod Planners. She just sent these to me, and I'm already in love with them. But I love these paperclip ones, and I got these ones at Hobby Lobby. And I especially like these ribbon ones or the lace ones because I carry my planner around with me, so I don't always want one of the like super fancy ones or the ones that kind of get in the way or I'm worried about ruining when I take it around with me. So one that can easily go in a bag and not get ruined, I really like to use that. And I love these ones from Hobby Lobby because they kind of look like rustic almost. And then I showed you my washi and my stickers. And then of course I love to get inspiration from other planner people. So I mentioned Jen Plans and my favorite daughter, Emily. I recently just connected with Simply Shelly. She's super sweet, and she is on YouTube and Instagram. So I'll put that link below. I mentioned my friend Jenica with Generating Plans. I'll put her link below. I'm trying to think of other people. All of the design team from MAMBI, I'll put a link below that shows all of them. I'm trying to think of who else I really like following. Planning with Jessica, she's really sweet too, and I really like her spreads. I know I'm forgetting some, so I'll put more in the links below. And then if you want to check out my Instagram, as I mentioned, I'm not following a ton of people, so you can look at the people who I'm following and see if you would want to follow them as well. So I think that is all I'm going to do today. Sorry, this was a little bit longer of a video, but I wanted to just give all of the information I feel like you can use. And I hope that you got something from it and that you will be able to find your planner piece and continue to grow into your planner piece and just see how your style will change, and know that everyone makes mistakes in their planners. We all have spreads that we don't like sometimes, and we all look back years later and think like, what was I thinking? Why did I think that was cute? When someone else may think it's cute. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Feel free to email me. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you're there. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet. I have some really fun videos coming in May that I'm excited about. And like this video if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Bye.